Hello, babies. Welcome to Diaper Diaries, original short stories by Mommy Lisa. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell so you won't miss a new episode when uploaded. There are links in the description below to my erotic diaper ebooks, eBay store for goodies, Twitter, and Buy Me a Coffee, where any donations are always very much appreciated. This is ABDL Diaper Diary episode 14, Beth and Matthew, Whimpers in the Night. Now get your butt-bottom blankie and enjoy the story. In the cozy haven of their home, Beth and Matthew, a young, loving married couple, shared their lives and dreams. Their days were filled with laughter, shared meals, and the comfort of each other's presence. One brisk autumn night, however, their bond was put to an unexpected test. As the moon cast a gentle glow through the bedroom window, Beth stirred awake to the sound of soft whimpering. Confused and worried, she turned to see her husband Matthew curled up in discomfort, his face twisted in a mixture of distress and embarrassment in the corner on the bathroom floor. "Matthew, are you okay?" Beth's voice was laced with concern as she reached out to touch his shoulder gently. Matthew's eyes blinked open and a flush of embarrassment painted his cheeks. "I had an accident," he shyly admitted. His voice was a mixture of shame and vulnerability. Beth's heart ached for her husband. She could sense the embarrassment he was going through. "It's all right, Matthew," she said soothingly. "Accidents happen. Let's get you cleaned up and into some dry clothes." With Beth's support, Matthew slowly got up from the floor. She could see the mixture of emotions he was battling: embarrassment, shame, and a flicker of gratitude for her understanding. As she helped him change his clothes and brought him dry clothes, she knew this was a moment that could either distance them or bring them even closer together. As she helped Matthew clean up, she maintained a gentle and reassuring presence. When they were done, she led him back to their room and sat him down on the bed. Taking a deep breath, she spoke softly. "Honey, I know this might be difficult for you, but accidents happen to all of us. You are not alone in this. I have had a few nightly mishaps myself." Matthew's eyes met hers, and she saw a mixture of surprise and gratitude. "I appreciate your understanding," he admitted, his voice breaking with emotion. What wasn't mentioned is that this was not the first time this had happened. A couple of months prior, Beth was starting laundry one day after Matthew had left for work. She noticed his underwear and sleep shorts were wet, and it wasn't from anything erotic they had done, or he had done alone. She also smelled urine on them, and although puzzled, she washed them quietly, with neither making any mention to the other. She did wonder why the sheets were not wet, though. Beth took his hand in hers, her eyes filled with unwavering compassion. "I have an idea," she said gently. "I am here to support you. If it would make you feel more comfortable and less worried, we can get some adult diapers until this situation gets better. It's a small step, but it might ease some of your anxiety." Matthew looked at her, his eyes shimmering with gratitude and a touch of relief. He hadn't expected this level of understanding and support from his wife. "You would do that for me?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Beth smiled warmly. Her love for him was shining through. "Of course, we're partners in everything, and we'll navigate through this together. No shame, no judgment." Matthew actually felt quite giddy inside. He had already scoped out diaper wearing and wanted to try them, but did not know how to bring it up to Beth. He had been secretly getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, but instead of relieving himself in the toilet, he had purposely been partially using his underwear, sitting in the corner and pretending to be a child that had wet himself, whimpering while awaiting punishment. It's just that particular night, Beth had overheard him, so he played it out. He was very excited that his fantasy was being accepted, even though the truth may have been slightly omitted. In that vulnerable moment, as they faced the reality of the situation, their bond deepened. Matthew felt an immense sense of gratitude for his wife's unwavering support, and Beth cherished the opportunity to show him that love transcended even the most difficult moments. Matthew felt a little guilty, but he just knew Beth would accept diaper wearing and might even end up liking it herself. He was relieved he might finally be able to share this with her. In the quiet hours of the night, Beth and Matthew's love story evolved, not in spite of challenges, but because of them. they discovered that true intimacy wasn't just about sharing laughter and joy, but about being there for each other in moments of vulnerability, proving that love could weather any storm and emerge stronger on the other side. Matthew harbored the details of his secret for now, unsure if he would ever tell Beth that this was what he wanted all along. For now he felt excited and aroused, while Beth felt she was loving and nurturing by helping him. It was a win-win situation. Matthew leaned in and kissed her with more passion than he had given in a long time. He was very turned on, as the rise below indicated. Living out his fantasy and eroticism seemed to have even more perks than he imagined. Beth melted into Matthew's arms and kissed him back with fervor. If Matthew, feeling embarrassed like a little boy, did this to him, she was all for it. She could easily play his mommy any time he needed her to. They fell back onto the bed and climatically closed the passionate night with an intense and even wetter ending. When Beth came home from work the next day, she dangled a pack of adult diapers in front of Matthew. He puckered his lips and put his thumb to his mouth, smiling. He thought it was a good time to just play the part, and maybe it would easily be overlooked as an in-the-moment kind of thing. And then he could just continue it and slip right into the role he so desired. Beth giggled and smacked him on the rear. "Mommy's got something for you, baby." Matthew excitedly snatched the pack and headed off toward the bedroom. "Yeah, this is going to work out just fine," he thought to himself while grinning. "Hey, Mommy, you want to go ahead and try one on me?" Beth thought for a second. "Sure, sweetie. We may as well practice it before tonight." She was surprised to find herself actually looking forward to putting the diaper on her husband. She felt little tingles inside, remembering the night before and how passionate he was. "Maybe we will have a repeat," she thought, and scurried off behind him. The end. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Diaper Diaries. Don't forget to check out my links below and join me again for my other stories. Good night, my babies.